Well, I think this Towson State club is going to be a very strong factor in the East Coast Conference this year. They came within a game, as Vince said earlier, of making the NCAA tournament, losing to Bucknell in the championship of the conference tournament last March right here at the Towson Center. In fact, they'll get the home field advantage again this year because the finals of the ECC tournament will be here. And I think it'll be a stronger Towson club in 1988 of March than it was in 87 of March.
Oh, indeed. Loyola, on the other hand, is in its ECAC Metro with St. Francis of New York and of Pennsylvania. Two of its opponents. Loyola loses the ball. Now gets it back. Porricelli goes in and loses it. And here comes Towson the other way as Lewis Waller has it. And Tommy Jones will settle it down. Waller drives, misses, and it'll be Loyola ball back. Elam gets it off to Wojcik. Wojcik bounce passes to Porricelli, who loses it, comes out to Wojcik, who rolls it in and out. The tip is no good. And with 2:30 left, bodies are flying everywhere. Elam goes down along with Cooper. He'll pick him. So you got to get up, Marcus, because there are not many guys left. Loyola's in with St. Francis of Pennsylvania, New York, Fairleigh Dickinson, Robert Morris, Long Island U, Marist, Wagner, and the Greyhounds. And as we said 2 years ago, they missed making the NCAA round of 64 in the NCAA playoffs when they lost to Fairleigh Dickinson after they had an 8-point lead with 2:15 to go at Evergreen. That was one of the lower moments. Towson last year lost in the final game, which would have taken them into the NCAA. So these teams are getting close, and somebody from around here's got to get in it.
I think the most significant thing that can happen here now in the final 2.5 minutes of this game is if both officials don't blow the whistle.
Every time somebody pushes or looks at somebody.
That's right. Barring anything that resembles a boxing match, I think it's important to let them play at this point and for everyone to go home.
Indeed. Bob Newberry, Joe DeMeo, and Tom DiFelicio have done a good job, and we hope for the next 2:30 they will continue to do a good job.
That's right. Actually, you're right, Vince. Neither coach, Truax or Amatucci, has had much of a beef with any of the officials tonight, so that's a good sign that they're doing a good job.
Right. Loyola pressing all over the floor, hoping to get it in maybe into the 60s. It always looks better that way. Tommy Jones to Waller to Cooper. There's Coop. He's going to let it go. Time was running out on him. Muldrow gets it back and has a hoop. He has 8 points, 9 points. Eddie Muldrow, the freshman from Loyola High. Marcus Elam inside to Foley, who retaliates. 72-52. Tommy Jones.
Whoops.
Mike Colclough.
Whoops.
Tried to go up, and somebody must have been holding his pants because he didn't get off the floor, and the ball disappeared, and he has a funny-looking mark on his wrist.
That was one of those quiet fouls by Mike Wagner for Loyola.
1:48 left in this one. 72-52, Towson. Colclough misses.
Well, I think there's been a real good crowd here tonight, Vince, and I guess the only thing more we could have asked for would have been a better game. And I think if these two clubs had played a little later in the season, we'd have had a more competitive game. But it's obvious that Loyola is just going to have to grow into itself as a team because they're so very young.
I tell you, there are a lot of opportunity for somebody to take over at the point guard spot. I mean, whoever shows the best from game to game is going to have the job. Here's Waller going to make a layup. Lewis Waller.
What he really wanted to do was rattle the rim, but he couldn't get the ball in stride. It's showtime now.
Oh, it is. Another bounce pass inside. Wojcik manages to save it, but he's walking with it. And it's 74-52. It looks like a 20-point game with 1:15 left. Here's Elam. Let it go high. And
three-pointer.
Elam. Waller to Cooper, to the hoop, and he didn't follow he followed the shot and went right by Elam, who might be exhausted now, and it's a basket for the
Watch the replay. Elam just grabbed his jersey as he went by, as if to say, wait a minute.
Now, you know, as if to say, forget it, man. I'm so tired I can't move.
Watch this.
I'm going to grab you, and if they catch me, it's too bad.
Hey, you'll see Elam, number 30 here.
Watch this.
As he goes by him, we'll just kind of reach out and grab onto the jerseys. Well, trust me, he did.
When you see him pulling at the polyester, you know they're a little drawn. Oh, that hit
What do they
everything
call
but
the
the net.
technical on, Vince? I missed that.
Well, Chris, I don't think it really matters. 74-55.
It obviously didn't matter to Everett Cooper either, because he gassed both of them.
56 seconds. And team possession for the Tigers, who score on the effort by Tommy Jones. Here's Natton. He deserves it.
Count it.
Done a good job.
Loyola could have used some of that a little earlier in the game.
I think he has 11 altogether. (76-58). Get 60. It looks better. 28 seconds to go. Here's Nattens. They're going to they better call goaltending even. Now they're going to call a couple of shots. Does Nattens have 11? Yeah, he has 11. Way to go, Tim.
Well, Lewis Waller was determined that Mr. Nattens was not going to make that basket over him. So if he gets the deuce, he's going to have to work for it.
Last year it was 98-82, which is 16 points.
And that was the first time that Terry Truax had been able to beat Mark Amatucci. Truax in his 5th year here at Towson. Amatucci beginning his 6th at Loyola.
Natten shooting. Is a tired Greyhound. We'll try it again.
That's an impressive Greyhound, though. That kid's done a nice job tonight.
He could have been down at Clemson playing in the soccer thing, and they wouldn't have had him tonight. Clemson, North Carolina, and Harvard and San Diego State in the final. I'll tell you, he's worn out.
Yes, he is.
He really is. When you shoot the air ball off the free throw line, he's exhausted.
The last time he was at the line, he barely got one to the front of the rim, and that time it was nothing but ozone.
Yeah. 15 seconds left. Tommy Jones has the ball, going to go to the hoop and bounce pass underneath that Everett Cooper will lay it in, but it won't count. Somebody had been fouled out in front, I suppose.
Well, right after the conclusion of our game, we'll be joining West 57th Street in progress. And the conclusion of this game, barring any subsequent whistles, should be shortly. I'd like to thank John Cook and Don Horner back in the truck. What a job those guys have been doing tonight. They got any food back in that truck?
Well, I think so. And Warren Hills and Tim Meyer.
Is Warren back there, too?
Yeah, and Bob West and Cliff Cox and
Chris
Charles
Bryant.
Strobel.
Yeah.
Who was really pretty good in the pregame warm-up, before the warm-up. 13 seconds left at 76-58. Towson winning it big.
Well, you know, this is the first time we've done something like this in a long time, Dean.
I don't remember what I did at it.
I guess you could say we're kind of freshmen at this, too, you know?
Here's Brian Walker. But Chris, maybe we'll get another chance. We promise him a closer game. All right, Brian, make this one. 60 looks better than 59.
That's right.
76-59. Towson ahead. It's going to be a good week to play Navy. Attaboy, Brian. Going to play Navy and Mount St. Mary's, Towson. Well, I'm going to be anxious to see that. There goes Tommy Jones giving it underneath. It's going to count, or is it? Going to be an offensive foul? No. Going to be a foul blocking. Yeah, an offensive. Foul at both ends, double foul. A double foul with 8 seconds left. I think so.
These guys get overtime?
No double foul. Stiff arming. What the heck come to 60 isn't up? Didn't Walker make the free throw?
I believe he did, unless somebody was in the lane.
Isn't it 60? 76 to 59? I thought it was 76 to 60. Very academic, but still, here's Marcus Elam. Will arch a high one here. And miss. And with 8 seconds to go, Towson will lose the ball on the end line, and Loyola will get it inbounds on the Towson baseline.
Well, they put the 60 up there now.
Yeah, they put it up.
The scorekeeper was just a little bit slow.
Here's Elam missing. Towson, Tommy Jones will have it, and the game will end on that score team. And the final score at the Towson Center, Towson State 76, Loyola 6. We'll be back right after this message.
This bag is showing up all over Baltimore. It's the bag from Charlie Rudo's Sports. And inside this bag are the latest styles of sportswear and footwear from leading manufacturers. This bag also contains Charlie Rudo's commitment to excellence, backed by almost 40 years of personal service. When you want quality sportswear and footwear, shop Charlie Rudo's, because at Charlie Rudo's Sports, it's definitely in the bag. Charlie Rudo Sports, the leader.
Was just days before Christmas out Lutherville way, the Watson boys were ready with their Christmas display. There'll be trim trees, wreaths, and ornaments by the score. Exciting Christmas specials many never seen before. Christmas Creation Corner where you can see talented people at work with originality. Your eyes will be dazzled by all they behold. Twinkling lights, shiny balls, just waiting to be sold. The one thing to remember all season through is that the Watson boys are waiting for you.
246. I was driving to the basket with my patented slam dunk when I zigged instead of zagged, and I knew that I'd been had. 248. We called the Yalich Clinic at 461 pain. 301. My doctor gave me an adjustment, and I knew that I was going to be better. He even told me that a large portion of my bill was going to be covered by my insurance plan at work. Now, let me tell you, I may be getting a little older, but thanks to the Yalich Clinic, I can still slam dunk with the best of them. With Yalich Clinics, I feel good. Naturally.
Cleanliness. We stress cleanliness. Giants Quality Assurance Program sets very high standards for my department.
We have an inspector who goes into the stores unannounced, and he does an inspection from the front door to the back dock.
Cleanliness is the key. We work clean and we stay clean, and this keeps the customer very happy.
Because of the work we do, trust and reliability are built into the services and products we offer. We're proud of Giants' reputation for cleanliness.
Shervinack. Okay. All right, here at the Towson Center, Towson was better than Loyola. And as far as the game was concerned, it will not win the James Naismith Award for Artistry.
I was going to say, they don't want to send her the tape of this one to the College Basketball Hall of Fame. But it's a final,
that's right.
And it only took 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay, Morris Elam had 15 points for Loyola, really to lead the scoring. Jeff Nattens had 12, and John Boney had 7. For Towson, Adrian Basie, 12. Marty Johnson and Mike Fink each had 10. Tommy Jones had 9, and Murphy had 8 points.
I have nothing else to say except stay tuned, and we'll join West 57th Street in progress. And I won't say it's been a pleasure. That's your line. I'll just say I'm out of here.
Well, the final score, Towson 76, Loyola 60. Good night, everybody. For Chris Thomas, Vince Bagley, it's been a pleasure from the Towson Center.
WBAL-TV Sports Exclusive, live from the Towson Center on the campus of Towson State University, has been brought to you in part by Giant Food, where quality and value are only the beginning. By Watson's Garden Center. The Watson boys have proudly served Baltimore for over 32 years. By the Yalich Clinic. Feel good at the Yalich Clinic. And by Charlie Rudo Sports. Charlie Rudo Sports and you, a winning combination.
Look up there in the air, it's a plane full of bears. Teddy Bear and Friends. Available only at Roy Rogers. Just $2.49 each with any purchase. Collect all 4, a different bear each week. And take a new friend home for the holidays.
This is really getting big. They're coming by the thousands. Down to you, Kurt.
It seems this is the first store to have the new lemon lime slice with the great new taste.
How was it? Fantastic!
Listen, people, the new slice has more lemon lime taste than 7-Up and Sprite. We've got the juice.
Who gets the dance?
The new lemon lime slice. It's got a great new taste.
Think you'll have enough slice, Max? Maybe. Maybe not.
The cost